This series really needs a proper translation. Like, this came out on a Saturday. Last week, Saturday, this came out. And guess what? It is Thursday. It is freaking Thursday right now, and it took that long for it to get translated. Why doesn't this series, and even Taizai, have the proper translations that it needs? These series are so damn good, and then we have to wait so damn long for a translation. It makes me upset, it really does, because this series is great. The popularity right now in Japan is actually pretty freaking crazy. There's a lot of popularity going along with Magic Kaito and Taizai right now, but for some reason Crunchyroll wasn't on the ball and didn't pick these two series up. They should have definitely have jumped right into picking these two series up, but nope, they didn't do it. So anyways, moving on into this episode of Magic Kaito, I want to take a moment to admire that opening sequence. My god, I missed that opening song. I have missed that damn opening song. Oh my god, the opening sequence too. Seriously, when like, welcome to the next illusion, and the red freaking, like, curtain and all that, you see the light shining on it. Oh my god. Seriously, I love that. It is by far one of my favorite opening sequences. Not openings, I love the opening though. Holy shit, I love the opening song, but the opening sequence is like, welcome to the next illusion and stuff. That opening sequence is just so damn hype. Usually I skip stuff like that when I watch an episode of an anime or something, if they have constant stuff like that. But Magic Kaito's, like, overall opening sequence is just so dazzling and amazing. Oh my god. Just, oh, I missed it. I love it. Damn. Opening sequence 10 out of 10. But anyways, moving past the opening sequence, let's talk about this episode of Magic Kaito. The main focus of this episode, once again, is our main male character, Kaito Kid, stealing a claw can. Now, this overall episode is a little bit different from previous episodes because not everything really goes as planned. For instance, a couple episodes have been kind of like this, but what was done in this episode was a lot different in some form or fashion than the others, because we have the introduction of Detective Conan. Now, I want to be honest here. I really did not realize that was Detective Conan until I went onto the Facebook Chibi community page to ask. I'm like, is that who I think it is? Because I personally have never read or watched Detective Conan, and from what I have seen from Detective Conan is that he's a lookalike of Kaito Kid, but at the exact same time, he actually is at the age of a kid. Like, he looks like he's 8 or 10. But I don't exactly know the reason why he looks like that, so I was kind of confused, like, who that person was in this episode, but then it was cleared up by you Chibits. So anyways, Detective Conan makes his appearance in this episode, and I have to say, I wonder if he's going to have any more appearances in this series. Like, is he going to be a reoccurring character? Did he just pop up for this episode, or maybe this little arc that we're probably going to have? I mean, I wonder how many times that Detective Conan is going to be popping up, because I'm interested to see this master detective and use his skills, because since I have never watched the actual anime series or read the manga series Detective Conan, I was hoping I could get some form of personality or key in on this dude's personality where it might interest me into reading the series or watching the series. Like the episode, the way it turned out, it was an enjoyable episode as always with Magic Kaito, because I love how Kaito Kid has to figure out different ways to actually steal different gems, different objects. It's always entertaining to see what he will come up with next, and I think that's what comes down to the real glory of this show. I mean, figuring out how Kaito Kid is going to get out of these situations. Like, the entire bit where Detective Conan comes in and starts to fuck up everything. Like, he has the entire place mapped out. Like, oh, he's going through the events, he's probably going to get off the 4th floor and stuff, and you have it to where they're, like, trying to outdo each other. You have it to where Kaito Kid and Detective Conan are trying to outdo each other. That was a really enjoyable aspect of this episode that I just love about the series. That's one thing that makes me keep coming back for the series. You'd think you would kind of get, you know, bored of this aspect being used, but no, it's not really boring because, like I said, it's always that rush and that feeling to where you want to know how he's going to escape. What type of trick is he going to use this week? And that, I think, is the main allure when it comes to Magic Kaito. Now, in this episode, there was a prophecy by the witch girl that we met in last week's episode, And supposedly she was actually going to use her magic to save Kaito Kid in this episode, but her butler actually held her back. So this brings up a major topic. It seems like this witch is actually probably going to help out Kaito Kid in the future, because if she's willing to actually save him from the police right now, she'll definitely become an important ally way down the future. So that's a really good thing. Now we got to see a demonstration of that in this episode. And other things of this episode was that the claw can that Kaito Kid was trying to steal, is actually a fake claw can. Like, the gems inside of it, the diamonds and stuff, were fake. And so the overall objective that Kaito Kid set out, you know, looking for the Philosopher's Stone through the gems, all that, looking for the other gem inside one, well, pretty much his objective of finding the gems in the claw can technically were a failure, because the gems were replicas. They weren't the real gems that were sold off by the owner of the claw cans. So Kaito Kid revealed this to the entire public, and he just left. He didn't really need to steal the claw cans. So that's pretty much how the conclusion of the episode of Magic Kaito was. But for the most part, the episode, very damn good. Like, freaking music. Oh, I love it. I love the like, atmosphere of the music, man. It's so atmospheric type music. It really is. Animation, a lot better than some animation derps I have seen in previous episodes. I mean, animation derps usually are not that visible unless you're really keying in on those background characters, but nothing too bad. The animation, for the most part, was very solid when it came to up-close characters along with the art style, and I felt like, you know, once again, Magic Kaito on point with its episode. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this week's episode of Magic Kaito. Are you like me and hoping that the next week's episode will get translated a lot faster? I mean, I understand it takes a lot of work to translate episodes. I mean, I'm not a translator, so I can't possibly fucking do it. I'm happy that there's someone willing out there to translate it, but don't you wish that, you know, we could have faster translations like how Crunchyroll does? I mean, I wish, like, you know, Crunchyroll would pick up the series or something. But anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You'll have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.